What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Detroit Lions franchise here on the Now or Never franchise, Madden 23. We're 2-1. We're going to be taking on the 2-1 Los Angeles Chargers in this game. I wanted to start this episode out by going over some potential trade targets we might go after. Ed Oliver, Grover Stewart is another one. These guys are run stoppers. We want a run-stopping defensive tackle if we could trade for one. That is what we would really like. You got Devon Hamilton as well out of Ohio State. He's a pretty good run stopper. So those are like three defensive tackles that I'm interested in targeting. And then Josh Uche out of Michigan. He's a speed rusher, and he's actually turned into one of the better pass rushers in the NFL over the last couple of years. Here we got a reporter asking if we need to be more balanced, or are we going to continue to be a pass-first team. I think balance leads the way. I talked about it at the end of last episode. If we can have a good balance, that can make us a hard team to beat. But going through the training here, training was pretty good. Nobody got injured, but we did have a backup right guard get injured. But, it's not a starter, so I'm not too concerned about it. But this team is exactly where I want them to be at. I think we could definitely use some help. Maybe one extra pass rusher, and then a defensive tackle that can really stop the run, like I said, would be really important for us. So we may target that around the trade deadline. But the Chargers have Bijan Robinson as well as the backup running back. We do not see him at all in this game, but they also have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams at the receiving. We'll cap off the receiving core pretty much. And then the offensive line is a lot better than what we have faced this year, but Caleb McGarry will be out. So Jordan Morgan will be starting at right tackle, a rookie 65 overall. We'll definitely look to take advantage of that as much as possible. And then looking at the defense for the Chargers, we know that they're going to have two great edge rushers in Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. And then we know that their secondary isn't bad, led by J.C. Jackson at corner. And then Derwin James, one of the premier strong safeties in the NFL, we're going to have to go up against as well. And then they have a pretty good kicking core as well. But here we are in Detroit, the third game here in Detroit this season. And we're taking on the 2-1 Chargers. We're 2-1 ourselves. The Chargers will start off with the ball here in this one. 2nd down and 7. And you got Justin Herbert looking, and he's going to find Mike Williams to the 45-yard line. Mike Williams has pretty much just matched Keenan Allen as far as production. I think Mike Williams is right up there with Keenan Allen now for sure. 2nd down and 4, the Chargers in Detroit territory. And they're going to run with Austin Eckler, and he's only going to get a yard. But Aiden Hutchinson appears to be shaken up, grabbing at his midsection. He would leave, go to the locker room. Hopefully it wasn't going to be too serious. But unfortunately, broken ribs for Aiden Hutchinson. Xavier Thomas will have to take over for him for the next couple of weeks. That really hurts when you lose your star defensive player. But 3rd down and goal on the first drive of the game. But Xavier Thomas, speaking of him, in there to replace Aiden Hutchinson, gets the tackle for loss, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and goal. If we watch it again, Xavier Thomas comes in on this drive to finally start getting more playing time, fights through the Gerald Everett block, and then eats up the ball carrier, Austin Eckler. And I'm impressed right there. Xavier Thomas, the rookie out of Clemson, 7th round draft pick. We definitely needed him to step up, and he definitely did it. Now it's our turn with the ball for the first time. 3rd down and 5. Goff scanning. He's going to throw it up. That's kind of a risky pass, but it's caught by Pharaoh Brown. Derwin James looked like he was going to get a finger on it. Could have potentially intercepted it. But Pharaoh Brown is able to win that battle. Kind of a risky pass by Jared Goff for sure. When we look at the replay, it did look like Derwin James was going to get a fingertip on it for sure. But what a catch, what a throw, what a gutsy throw by Jared Goff. 4th down and inches, and we're going for it here. We've done this earlier in the year, but we didn't get it. This time we will get it. 2nd down and 4. The play call is going to be a screen to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, what a start to this season for him. I've been really impressed with the way that he's been able to get open, score touchdowns, and catch the ball as well as he has. He's been able to do this now going on his 3rd year of just being very good at the receiver position. One of the best in the league in my personal opinion. Chargers with the ball again. 1st down and 10, 2:25 left in the first quarter. They give us to Eckler. They start at the 25, and he's got a 1st down and a lot more, and it's going to be a pickup of 25 to the 50-yard line. Austin Eckler up to 53 yards, and once again, our run defense is looking lousy. 1st down and 10 now, 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. They give us back to Eckler. Eckler fighting, stood up, and he's going to be stripped. The ball will be stripped by Anthony Walker Jr., picked up by the rookie Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon. Anthony Walker Jr. with his second forced fumble on the season this year. And it was both times where he gets the forced fumble where the running back was just stood up. And then Anthony Walker can get in there and he can punch that right arm so well. One of the best in the NFL. At the end of the first quarter, we're up 7-3. We haven't really had the ball that much, only 9 offensive plays run. We were unable to capitalize off the fumble. The Chargers would then get the ball back. 8:42 left in the second. Herbert breaks away from the sack, and the pass almost caught by Gerald Everett on the deflection. Instead, it will be a field goal attempt for the Chargers. A chance to make this a 7-6 game, and the kick goes right through, and the Chargers make it a 1-point game here in the second quarter. Lions with the ball again at the 18-yard line. Give it to Jamal Williams. He takes it left, cuts back in. Big block by Amon-Ra St. Brown on Derwin James, and Jamal Williams could take it all the way, but he's taken out of bounds at the 23-yard line. What a block by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamal Williams cut back in to give himself some room so that he could cut back out. Watch Amon-Ra St. Brown right here get up to the next level, get the block on Derwin James, and that's what propelled Jamal Williams on the big run right there. Great blocking on the left side of the offensive line, and then great blocking by the receivers downfield. That would bring up a first down and goal with 7:38 left in the second quarter. The give would be to Jamal Williams. It would be a 3-play touchdown drive. Jamal Williams dominating this first half right now. Pharaoh Brown picks him up, treats him like the king. The Lions would take a 14-6 lead about midway through the second quarter. As we see the cut inside by Jamal Williams. He's running like one of the best running backs in the league right now. 3rd down and 4. The pass is going to be intercepted by Christian Gonzalez, the rookie out of Oregon. His second of the season, and he's looking like a top corner already. That is another player I've been super impressed with this far in the season. As we see him cut inside, pretty much run Keenan Allen's route for him, make the play. That's just instinct. You know, you don't get that out of an average corner. That's a premier corner in our league. 3rd down and 4. Goff scanning. He's going to hit Allen Lazard. That's a tight window right there. Drew Tranquil was in coverage. If you don't put that pass on the money, that's intercepted. 3rd down and inches now. 2-minute warning. The Lions are going to go with the fullback dive to Kabinda out of Penn State. His 6th year in the league, Jason Kabinda. 2nd down and goal now, with a chance to extend the lead to 21-6 right here. But the Lions are going to go play action, and he's not going to be able to get the ball away. Khalil Mack, one of the best at his position over the last 5 years, gets the sack, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Unfortunately, we were unable to score a touchdown. We took the field goal, and at the end of the first half, it'll be 17-6. Pretty good game by us offensively for sure. And then looking at the Bears and Packers, the Bears up 21-0 at halftime against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. We just lost the Bears. The Bears might be legit. You might have to watch out for them here. Start of the second half, we have the ball. First play, got a man in motion. Jamal Williams breaks a tackle. Jamal Williams takes it left, missed tackle again, and Jamal Williams is going to take this one all the way. His second big run of the game, and that's going to extend this lead to 24-6, and we are putting it on the Los Angeles Chargers. Jamal Williams, another long run, his second touchdown run of the game, and that's how you open up the second half. Broken tackle, and then the dive attempt. Look at the power by Jamal Williams. There was a dive attempt that was not going to work, and then 60-plus yards after contact. And our running game is a totally different story from the Bears game to now. Keenan Allen with the reception, and he'll take it to the 27-yard line with 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Herbert having a pretty good game other than that interception. 3rd down and 1. The Chargers need this to stay alive in this game. And the give is going to be to Austin Eckler, and he's going to take it up the middle down to the 5-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Chargers. Eckler over 100 yards in this game. Another running back has went over 100. We really need to get better at stopping the run, or here late in the season it could really start to hurt us, especially if injuries continue to pile on. 3rd down and goal here. Little camera change. I did not mean to do that, but it's not going to matter anyway. It's a touchdown to Gerald Everett, the tight end, who's become one of the better tight ends in the league. So the Chargers will cut our lead down a little bit as you get a better look at it. Everett was wide open. Pretty good pass there by Herbert as well. 24-13, midway through the third quarter here. Jamison Williams here on the kick return. Jamison Williams going to take it. It's going to be an open field tackle attempt. What a juke by Jamison Williams. He'll take it to the right. And I swear this guy is making a big play after big play every week it appears. Touchdown Lions. Jamison Williams the speed on display, the explosiveness on display once again. And we're going to take a 31-13 lead in this game. If we watch the replay back, Jameson Williams takes it to the right. I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself. I was excited to get this call. And then Jameson Williams, one-on-one, just one cut to the right, and that's all it took to spring him. And he was off to the races. Nobody was going to catch him. And like I said, every week this guy has a big touchdown. We got to get him involved a lot more in this offense and special teams. And it's going to be a sack. It's Drew Sanders, the rookie out of Arkansas, his third of the season. He had 2 in week 1. Now he has his third here in week 4. 3rd down and 6 now. Herbert in the pocket. Herbert trying to make a play, and he goes down. It's Malcolm Rodriguez, back-to-back sacks for the Detroit Lions. Our second of the game. That would bring up a 4th down, and we would get the ball back again. A chance to just continue putting points on the board and just put this game away. 2nd down and 10. We have the ball now, nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. The gives to Jamal Williams. He takes it up the middle, and that's another 10-plus yard carry. He's got 166 and only 9 carries. He has only carried the ball 9 times, and he has dominated this much. 31-13 at the end of the 3rd quarter. We have 159 passing yards so far in the game. 3rd down and goal here. Goff's going to be looking for his 2nd touchdown pass, and he's got it. It's the 2nd receiving touchdown by Amon-Ra St. Brown in this game, and we would extend our lead to 38-13. This one is pretty much over. Only thing left to do is just to get out of this stadium with nobody else getting injured. We've had quite a few injuries in this game. Only one would really be a long-term injury, and that was Aiden Hutchinson. Chargers with the ball, 11 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. They need to score fast in order to give themselves a chance. Xavier Thomas is going to get the sack in. He forces the fumble, but the Chargers will fall on top of it. But when you're asked to fill in for Aiden Hutchinson and you have a tackle for loss and a strip sack in the game, that is very impressive. And I feel confident moving forward with a guy like him. 4th down and 11. If the Chargers don't get this, the game is over pretty much no matter what. It's a 25-point game right now. Herbert in the pocket. He's got all day to throw, not getting any pressure. And he's going to find his target, Gerald Everett, down at the 1-yard line, where he caught it at the 3-yard line a couple plays later. Now the Chargers at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal here. And it's going to be an Eckler touchdown. It felt like any time the Chargers got within the 5, our defense started to step it up. We did nothing with the ball on offense. The Chargers would get the ball back, and they would score another touchdown, this time Keenan Allen. But it was a little too late, I do believe. They would have had to make crazy plays. So 38-26 is a score. They got the ball right back after they scored with the Eckler touchdown run. Scored another touchdown. It kind of felt like our defense got a little sloppy. But then again, we were expecting pass. We were calling about the same thing every time. But Josh Reynolds would recover the onside kick. So that would pretty much put this game away. 1:36, the Chargers using their timeouts here. 3rd down and 16 after we went backwards a little bit. We're trying to pick it all up on this play. Goff's going to throw it off his back foot. A terrible throw. And it's going to be picked off by Derwin James. It's not really going to matter. The Chargers will run some plays here, but they're not going to score a touchdown or really give themselves a chance to win this game. But just sloppy. It was just sloppy performance in the 4th quarter by us. We took the 38-13 lead, and I felt confident in that we were going to win, but I didn't want to see us in the game playing sloppy, and that's what that was. Just a sloppy pass by Goff, sloppy defense. Look, the Chargers were able to get all the way down to the 27-yard line here with a chance to score again. If they had timeouts, they probably do. Keenan Allen would get the 1st down, be down at the 14-yard line. Fortunately, the clock ran out, and there wasn't another 5 minutes left in this game. That would do it. The final score was 38-27. A dominant performance for 3 quarters, but the 4th quarter just felt sloppy, like I said. We ran the ball very well, though. I got to be impressed with the way we ran the ball. Compared to last game against the Bears were able to stop our running game pretty decently. We ran the ball for 211 yards. Going into this game, there was a game plan goal to run for 125, so we blew that one out of the water for sure. Our defense played well in the second half, other than that 4th quarter where we gave up 14 points. I meant to say our defense played well in the first half. They played really well in the first half. Anytime the Chargers got down within our 10-yard line, we played very good defense. Anytime they were threatening, we played good defense. We played the best when our backs were against the wall in this game. We had the 1 turnover. We had 1 penalty. They had the ball a lot more than we did in this game. But looking at Goff's stats, 19-26 for 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then a late interception. I'm excited to get into the next game because I want to make up for the sloppy performance in the fourth quarter. Jamal Williams, 14 carries, 176 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2 for 20 yards or more, and his longest of the day was 75 yards. And Blake Corum had his 2 carries in the game. We want to get him involved more. Pharaoh Brown had 7 catches for 81 yards. Glad we got to see him get more involved this week again. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5 catches, 49 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then Alan Lazard and Jameson Williams, each with 2 catches apiece. Penei Sewell gives up his 3rd sack of the season. So kind of looking a little rough. He is our best offensive lineman, so we want better performance. Looking at the sacks, Drew Sanders had 1, Malcolm Rodriguez with 1, and Xavier Thomas with 1. And then the interception was Christian Gonzalez. We had 2 forced fumbles, Xavier Thomas and Anthony Walker, each with a forced fumble. And the fumble recovery was by Christian Gonzalez. So, all in all, a really good game. We kicked the ball a lot better this game. We didn't have a punter get injured. We didn't miss a PAT. We made the field goal attempts when we attempted them. So I was impressed. Jameson Williams also with the touchdown return and the kick return department. We won on all phases of the game. Other than right at the end, we got sloppy. And we won the game, but you got it to, even when you win games, there's adjustments that you have to make. And I think the adjustment for us after this game was just to not be sloppy. We know what we got to do, and we got to take care of business for 4 quarters, not 3 quarters, and I think we'll be fine. Aiden Hutchinson will be out for 4 weeks, unfortunately, with those broken ribs, but once we get him back and maybe we can add a defensive tackle, I think we could be a scary team. I think we could be a team that could really threaten the NFC for potentially the number 1 seed, so we'll just have to wait and see. But next episode, we're going to be taking on the Seahawks. They will be 3-1 when we take them on, and they're going to have Will Levis, a guy that we thought about drafting. We did not take him. We took Osiris Torrance instead. But we'll be taking on Will Levis, who is among the top leaders in interceptions thrown. So hopefully we can take advantage of him, and we can do that. But that's going to do it for this video, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.